All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Curry, and we're Brandman, Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're going to talk about episode 7 of Gen V. Came out on Thursday. Came out Thursday.
Yeah.
I watch it on Fridays. But yeah, man, another episode, another shit's exploding everywhere, and oh my god, just man,
Dude, no, I honestly,
good
it
is
was
this show
interesting.
getting?
There was not a lot of people dying and heads exploding until like the end. It was just good content for like 35 minutes without anything like crazy.
Yeah.
Everything was just really good, really thought out. That development was cool.
Yeah, I think this is the episode where it's getting really tied into the boys and that story, what's going on, especially at how it ended. Because now we're at a point where we're past where the boys kind of ended, right?
Yep.
You know, so the boys kind of ended with what it did in the last season with Homelander doing the shit he did, and then we're like here now. So now we're further along in this world than where the boys left us off at, which is kind of interesting. So it's pushing this whole world, forward. Which is really interesting to do with a side story, but I think it's not really a side story anymore. It's like I guess side by side story. I don't know, like it runs like right with it. So I don't know. What would you guys think about it?
You go first, B.
I liked where they're going with the opposing views of the characters, particularly the last 5-10 minutes of the show really were the standout for me. Marie, Kate, Jordan, Sam, Emma. I like that. I like that they're going that route. That not everyone's on the same page. It's kind of similar to things that we've seen on The Boys, all the while kind of selling itself as its own thing. So I really liked the direction that they went with that. I'm looking forward to seeing where how they kind of go deeper and explore that more next or this week, I guess. I also liked. I didn't expect them to go that route with the character of Shetty. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know that was I thought she was going to be like a mainstay, and for all I know, well we'll see what happens next week. That may not be the end of her, but I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, next week, or this upcoming episode 8 it's the end of the season.
Season finale.
So yeah. So just so like things will probably start getting wrapped up a little bit and opening the door for other stuff probably because I don't think we said it yet, but this show's getting a season 2 already.
Yeah. So as of last week, right? Or the week before that?
Week before maybe, but yeah. Yeah. But okay.
So yeah, that's what I really liked about it. Kind of more character, very much a character-focused episode, which I really appreciate. That was my favorite thing about it.
Yeah. What about you, Brian?
As a penultimate episode, so right before a season, I think Marvel needs to look at what they did. They didn't open up all these crazy storylines. They started to wrap things up a little bit, just to start. And you notice we're going to have an epic finale, but they started to make it all come to one place. And I thought that was smart. And they did it with every character, not to Andre. Andre has daddy problems, right? And then his dad has seizure, which I think was caused by somebody else. But that, brought Andre back to his dad, and he actually didn't care about everyone else. Oh, we're going to Shetty's house. He was like, man, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm with my dad. I thought that was really cool. The idea, Marie, understanding how powerful she really is, and that now we know that her powers is the same as what's her name,
Newman.
Yeah. So being the same power as Newman, so how powerful Marie could really be. I'm just gonna think and make your head explode. I can have your blood boil. I can smell the Gen V in you. That's crazy. Like that's Professor X type of stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. And now I also love this whole change with Kate. Kate's like, "Oh, really? You don't trust me?
Mhm.
Hold my beer. I got this." And then she's gonna change the whole revolt, and everyone else that wasn't ready to go as far as she's ready to go. So she's already been there. So she's trying to show, hey, I'm all with this. I'm with this movement, and everyone else is gonna be like, hey, hold down, calm down,
Mhm.
and she's not gonna calm down anymore. Um, all these storylines are doing really cool, and things are changing. You know, characters are changing, and where lines are being drawn. And I think this is really cool for them, especially if you keep it as a college thing for the next 4 years. You're going to have lines drawn, and it's going to be very X-Men-ish. That's why I kept on saying this to me is very X-Men-ish, and you're going to have good mutants and bad mutants, stuff like that. So good superheroes and bad superheroes, and you see it in college, but you see how they're similar they were, and they were once all on the same side, and then it's changing. And I
Yeah.
think that's very cool. So that's what I thought about it.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, the mutants thing is that's the first thing I thought about. Whereas you're gonna have people who are like, no, we can live in peace, the X-Men, and then you're gonna have like the Brotherhood, where it's like, no, like we are better than them, so we deserve, to be the only species on this planet. And I really appreciate that. It's like they're starting to kind of veer away from the comic book a little bit, boys, and kind of turn more into like an X-Men-y thing. But they could easily turn back into like the madness that is like the boys and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, and like Newman, because I know we saw Newman in the end of the boys,
Boys, yeah.
doing the same thing she did in this episode. I don't want to spoil it quite yet, but she was doing the same thing. But yeah, like you said, I thought that was the best thing that we got was like they directly took this character and connected it to this other character in the show, where like they have the same power. So now you're like, oh shit, how strong is Marie?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like she could
And,
do that.
and then they talking about her being in the first black female in the 7 and how powerful you could be from that. I think that
Yeah.
changed her from being all gun ho about one thing to saying, oh, maybe I would stay in school.
Yep.
Maybe. But I mean, is Marie, can she take down Homelander? You know what I mean?
She can
Like
make his head explode.
yeah, you know. So that's why I was like, I wonder, like, how strong is she? Because he has blood in his body, because obviously, he's a living being. So yeah. So it's like, can she do that? Is that something that could happen? You know what I mean? Because we need to find this checkmate, this like not checkmate, but this like thing where we're like, this is how we slow down Homelander. Because right now he's so overpowered, and the one thing that we thought was gonna do it was what's his name? Soldier Boy, and then
Mhm.
Then we
there's
saw Golden Boy, and he
yeah,
blew himself
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Is it Marie
Is it
or
Marie?
is it Sam?
I don't think it's gonna be Sam.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sam's
he's
going on the other
got some
side.
problems.
No,
Yeah,
but he's going on the other side, and
he's
he's
on
going
the
to follow
Homelander
Kate.
side.
He's going to
Yeah,
follow Kate, and that's going to be very interesting. Yeah, and that's going to make them even more dangerous, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, they seem like they're more on the we support Homelander kind of shit. Like, oh, we're superheroes. We can do whatever the hell we want. I was like, damn, that's scary. That's a scary thing to think of.
Mhm.
Especially
But
with
yeah,
his powers.
yeah, and his mental state is like, dude is messed up in the head. So, but yeah, it's. I'm really curious to see how this ends, how it ends, and what's gonna happen. Because that virus now, what's going on with the virus? It's like because obviously Newman is not gonna
No,
handle
she's
it.
no. I think she because it could kill her.
They can kill her, yeah, but it
And
also
then,
if she can find a way to tweak it to kind of do what it was supposed to do and like control,
well, she's
where
not going to get rid of it, but she might use it as like something to kill everyone out of the 7. Smoke out
yeah,
the
yeah,
tower of Vault Tower,
yeah. So it's
and
gonna
then put the
be
people that she wants to put in there.
mm-hmm.
And that's why she's talking to Marie. That's what she might put Emma. Like, I mean, they're Jordan. Like those people can replace those, the people. and she can have the people she wants there.
Yeah. So I'm kind of curious to see how this all plays together. Because the boys season is coming March or February?
Yeah, February, March. I
I
say
think so.
it's early 2024.
Yeah. So however this ends, it's going to be directly picked up in the next season of the boys. So it's kind of interesting. So I'm appreciating like everything they're doing. It's just like Brandon said, it's all character right now, and especially this episode was like we didn't need to have the crazy superpowers, even though they showed it when all the kids were like losing their minds in the auditorium, getting all worked up. But yeah, it was more about the characters, about like who they think they can trust. You know what I mean? And they're slowly finding out that they can't trust anybody, and now they can't even trust their own like friends. So now like what do you do?
I think they're also learning what's most important to them.
Yeah.
What is it, me or is it we?
Yeah. I think Jordan, that was a big thing because Jordan made a distraction where I was like a couple episodes, like they would never do that. It would always be like, no, I need to be up on the ranks. Where now Jordan's like, I don't give a shit. Yeah.
No, I think it's because Jordan loves Marie.
That too.
So like you'll do things for your significant other that you wouldn't do for everybody else.
That's true. Dre Mac, this is the best understanding on where the universe is connecting. Yeah.
This episode, yes.
All connecting. And then Newman is heartless. Newman has a plan. And I think she's like any other superhero. Like, I don't like,
without being a superhero. That's her. That's the biggest power about her power.
Like hiding it.
No one knows who she is, so she can be like she's a human while still maintaining her powers.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was like, all these people with powers though majority of them are heartless. Especially the ones with power. She might not have power as in like the same sense as Homelander has power. But she has power politically, and she's using that with her actual powers.
She can do that too, but I don't think she could kill Homelander, but she can really mess him up.
Yeah. I wonder if she could, like give him a tumor or some shit. I mean, I don't know, man. Like
secretly do something, but the thing is, like, usually soups have something in them that could keeps them alive.
Counter.
Yeah, no matter what.
Well, we'll see. Based on my theory, I believe this is all faked by Kat. Ooh, and she's the real main antagonist of the show. That would be interesting.
So no, when Brandon said, "I don't know if Shetty's really gone,"
yeah,
I agree with him 100%. I think Kate literally, like she manipulated everyone to thinking that's what happened.
That's what
she said. Because remember, Kate said, "All you have to do is one more push." And right after that happened, that's when everyone said, she said, "Come to Shetty's house" and all this stuff. She's pretending, so now she can kind of go away and and do her thing underground without anyone chasing after her.
Yeah.
So everyone thinks she killed someone, but she didn't really kill him. I think that's what Brandon was saying. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I was getting at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly what I was getting at. So. That would be crazy if it's all one big manipulation by Kate. I wouldn't rule it out.
Mm-hmm.
That would be so trippy if it is.
Would that be Kate still working with Shetty then? Because Shetty would kind of still control her.
So she didn't kill Shetty. She just entered their minds and they made them think that's what happened.
Yeah.
And then she starts this revolt, and then Shetty does something to end it. That would be interesting. If you're right, B, that would be a really cool ending to this season. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Dreamax said, Victoria to me is the one who caused polarity seizure because she controls blood, so why not?
She could.
I'm trying to think, where was she during that? She had to be there, right? Because that was the same stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she had to be right there behind the scenes kind of thing. But maybe, possibly. That'd be interesting, though. I felt bad for him, though. I felt bad. And then he's in the hospital. Everything's getting crushed, and the freaking
Andre's trying to hold everything together.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really, really. That kind of reminded me of Logan. Where Professor X is dying and going crazy.
Mhm.
But but you have superpowers. What happens then? It's like here, like Polarity is having a seizure or whatever, so he can't control his body, which means he can't control his power. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah. So yes, you control his blood. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know if Marie could beat Homelander because Newman is terrified of him. Yeah.
But
Was
she's
she?
younger, and when you're young, you don't even know. You have nothing to lose.
You have this like invincible kind of mentality.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. But I think Marie's more grounded than some of these other people with superpowers, though. Because she understands what it is coming from, where she came from, and dealing with the trauma too and stuff.
As we just said, Newman came from the same place.
Supposedly,
I think she did. That makes sense.
Yeah. Tony. So what are you saying, Tony? Marie being so young in her powers, if she gets scared enough, she could kill him instantly. I
Just
think
on
she has the
accident.
powers too. Yeah. Yeah. But right now, like messing around with somebody like Homelander, I get why Newman would be afraid of it. Because like, what if you don't? What if you can't do it and you try to? You're dead. At that point, if you can't kill him and you try to kill him, you're dead. You might as well just kill yourself because like there's no way.
Mhm.
They said Jordan is like Queen Maeve, so that'd be a trade-off in that department.
I can see that.
Yeah. They
The
have
secondary character. Yeah.
Who's trying to fit in, but also is like trying to be a good person. All right, let's move on. Remember, she trained by Stan Edgar and knows how to manipulate soup, so she will train Marie.
That's
right.
exactly. And manipulate her. Use her to manipulate the situation too.
Wow. Yeah. It's just it's so crazy how there's so many players in this universe right now, and it never feels like I'm like, oh, that's too much. Like like they all kind of get their own little jab in at Homelander basically and becoming in charge and stuff, and it never feels like it's overwhelming. Where it could easily feel like that. They just keep introducing more people and stuff like this, and it never feels like it's like too much. At least not yet. But,
So
Sherry's basically Kate's
Steady.
mom for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They'll protect her like unlike a real mom. Yeah.
Exactly. I think she is protecting her, and I think this is all part of their plan.
Mhm.
That'd be interesting. Newman was backstage when you haven't seen her. Yep. Steady. I was the same man TV series. Oh, we'll get into that in a second.
I love it, but
I think we reviewed about it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the next episode. Yeah, man, the finale. I'm super excited about it. Damn, man. So we get. No, it's not. I was like, it's Loki's finale, but it's not Loki's finale. It's Loki's
finale next week. This is the penultimate right now.
Yeah, the penultimate. I was forgetting what they was called. Yeah, so that and then not the boys. Gen V, we get the finale.
Mhm.
Damn, it sucked that they both come out at the same effing time. I was like, oh, like, yeah, but it's gonna be a episode. I think it's gonna be really interesting. I'm curious about so much stuff. I think we're all super excited to watch the finale and see how it all ends and where it goes and how it leads into the next season of The Boys. But yeah, just want to hear from you guys. So if you're watching on the replay, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about the episode and the show so far and where it might end. Is this person really dead or is that person not really dead, or all that crazy superhero comic booky stuff. But leave a comment, let us know what you think. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Lets YouTube know we're doing some good stuff over here. So we appreciate everyone hanging out with us. If you're watching live, stick around because we're going to talk about our next topic.